Greetings everyone, welcome back to Medieval Dynasty with me, Camsit and Guardian. We're continuing on where we have left off. Previously off screen we've been able to unlock the mine and we have quickly built it. We've even been able to build up a, what is it called? Storage, yeah, there we go. Yeah, warehouse, whatever. But yeah, now today we're going to be continuing and kind of been ranting a little bit as well because, you know, in my opinion, just as I was explaining, people are just hyping dumbly on many new technologies, be it on phones and smart switches or whatever, or UI phones or, you know, things.
Especially, and that's like latest iPhones. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Everyone needs the next one as soon as it comes out.
Yeah, but I honestly need to say this, but honestly, why are people so dumbly so thinking? Because do you guys even check the news in there? Like, what is different from the previous one? Usually, it's just the same thing. The only thing that is different is that it's gonna work faster, but is it gonna even show too much difference? Let alone the fact that has it been like has your phone literally been very slow for you? Or let alone the fact that you do not check the specs on what differences it is between it. And, you know, usually all those new things are filled with bugs and brokenness and all that, unless they're fully, tested out to perfection. But I doubt it, because these days still the societies and engineers that just keep on making more news just to make, get out some money out of you. That's just the simplest thing. Especially with the electronic car, no one can guarantee it is not broken. Nothing is. But at the same time, I'm like thinking, why do you bother with it? I know you have enough money, but instead of doing that, invest it into something else. You can just, try to get even richer from that by just, keeping it into your own bank. Or, buy some other things. I don't care, even though I'm kind of literally just against buying too much clothing or shoes. Go buy that rather, in my opinion.
Yeah, because those won't change. Well, the fashion may change it, but whatever. But the technology, it gets old.
Yeah, that's true,
Quick.
but people lately, like every year, they buy a new phone. Let alone the fact that many people are like dumb enough to buy just the new phone right away instead of buying it like separately from the phone company, because the phone company literally sells a little bit more expensive compared to when you buy the phone separately and then try to get a SIM only, how should I say, damn it, forgot the word, as them as a provider. Because if you're gonna buy the SIM only, as in the phone, and the get the company as your provider, you're gonna pay a lot more as well, and that's just something that is really, well, stupid. But if you're like, yeah, I feel a lot safer to be buying it from them and all that and be able to return it and all that, sure, go ahead. But you're still gonna be paying a lot more. And it's the same thing when you're gonna buy too much new cars, etc. constantly, or buy the best one. Like, what is it gonna do? Sure, you just find it nice and you enjoy the looks and all that, but it is what it's, aside from looks, or maybe the, aside from aesthetics, or maybe the abilities of how fast it can go, which again, it's not gonna do too much difference because there's, a speed limit everywhere almost. So I don't get it. It's the same thing with my dad. As I said, today he got to me, he came up, he was like, yeah, can you help me? We need to fix this thing, get all these apps on here, I'm going to the vacation. And then, he's even doubting if he should bring his new phone with him because he's scared that all his apps are not on it. I've repetitively said, check it out, tell me and we'll do it. But it just comes pesters me now. Like, I swear, if it's gonna come tomorrow to me again, I'm not gonna bother with anything. I've told him repetitively, check out everything. Do you have it or not? And let me download it for you. Or you do it. Try it yourself too. Learn. Nothing stops you from learning as well, because he keeps on pestering me, but I'm telling him as well, like, I'm not gonna be forever on your side either. Or you. But, even the oldest people can learn how to deal with technology. I'm trying to tell him that. But he's not just bothering with it, and it's just what pisses me off as well. And whenever I ask him something, he just, dismisses me and just doesn't want to bother much into me, and just wants me to find out everything on my own. So, you get my how I feel about this? Then why should I pester with you? This is what usually also happens with maybe every parents. I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah, it's when people in any topic at all, when they think that they're a bit smarter than they are. That can happen in any area.
Yeah.
Luckily, regarding technology, also a lot of people around me are asking for help, but then they themselves understand that they actually downgrade their own abilities. They say like, I don't understand anything, just help me with everything.
Yeah.
For me, it's opposite. Just no one is pretending to be smarter than they are. Definitely.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
example,
it is.
my father, even with very simple things, like something, I don't know, at first he even needed help with email attachments and things like that. At least he has understood that. But when there's even some simple things like updates, I'm just saying, just press that button, and he's like, oh, no, better you deal with this. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, but it's just annoying. It's like, okay, hold my hand. No, try it yourself too. What is stopping you from doing it? You're not gonna destroy your phone. We're giving you exactly instructions. Like, if you want to show us you, sure. But watch as well, because that's what my dad doesn't do as well. Sometimes he's then very curiously watching closely, or I'm just quickly busy trying to also figure out stuff as well, because I know stuff, but not everything, right? And I'm trying to tell him that and show him that as well. And I'm like, be patient too. But as you also say, they come with different kind of theories too. They think like, okay, this needs to be done and all that. No, let me do it. First, figure it out, and then I'll show you. And you should listen and check it out. If you don't, never ask me again to fix something up for you. This is technology. If you do not understand or don't want to understand, don't buy it. Please don't. What's the point? Because these technologies make our lives quite simple, and people get quite a little bit lazy to it. But that's then the point where you have to be like, hey, I shouldn't be doing this too much, and should just simply pick myself up as well. And I've been trying to teach him to get this thing going up and work on with this and understand the technology. But he sometimes also comes with the weirdest theories, as I've already explained, that when you plug a simple SIM card to another phone, it doesn't take everything that it saved from the previous phone into this current system. It doesn't. And I'm trying to tell him that. But he just comes up with the theory it does. They don't have such option in your phone. They don't. If they do, maybe it's in a different phone or something, but I personally never heard of it, and not even Smart Switch literally just took every of his app. It didn't. That's why I've already repetitively told him, is there anything else? Check it out. Literally even stood at his side patiently, and I said, do you need anything else? But no, he didn't. Even though now he comes up, hey, there's no such apps and all that, and I have to do it. It just pisses me a lot as well. I know he's my dad, I have my respect and all that, but sometimes this just gets on my nerves and just pisses me off. Because when I do this, they just, give the same treatment, dismissively push you away or something. And it's the same thing. Like he has a diabetes, and he is forgetful too. I get that. It's okay. That's fine. But sometimes I'm trying to tell him stuff, and he gets mad. And when I get mad, it's not good. Then where is the equal treatment? There where is, the rightful manners. Like I'm trying to tell him many times, because he's literally just even forgetting to put off the lights, right? Like there's at the backyard, we have like a backyard light, and he forgets to put it off, right? And I tell him, he's like, it doesn't matter, I'm paying for it anyway and all that. I'm like, yeah, but, if you put it off, you pay it for less. And eventually that lamp will eventually die out too. I'm telling him that. And if I do this, he gets pissed. For example, when I leave my PC hang open, he doesn't know that I do this on purpose because I'm rendering a video. And then he just gets mad. Don't leave your PC, open. It will overheat, or he will be like, it costs me money too. And I'm like, yeah, but I do this for a reason, because I'm rendering a video, and I don't mind if you want me to pay for electricity. Sure, I can do that. But I don't think I have to. So yeah, it's just blech, right? Oh fuck, Winston. No, it's okay.
Actually, these kinds of videos are very popular on YouTube, where someone rants and the gameplay is going on the background. You just need to name it accordingly.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, but
don't call it like medieval Dynasty number 39 or something. Call it old people and technology. You'll get plenty of views.
Yeah, but to be fair, if I'm gonna do that, I'm definitely gonna be pissing off a lot of people, because I'm gonna be smacking them with facts, because there's many of those videos. But people, what they do, they just give you so much stupid facts that are like not even facts, right? You know what I mean? It's like even giving some dumb opinion or a dumb theory just to get some clickbaits, and there's many of those videos around. Let alone the fact that they're also bringing up a lot of content which are just filled with just foolishness, and I don't get what they're trying to talk with, because I'm here sitting with a problem with my dad, who just doesn't want to either learn technology and doesn't treat you equally at times, and he's just dismissively, he's just min-maxes everything to his own goodness. And that's just really pissing me off, because I'm trying to educate him. I've multiple times done that, because even now, when I finished with getting his bank account on his phone, I've literally just showed him, and I've also just literally just smaller the texture, because he has a bad eyesight too. And I'm gonna show you guys the largeness of the texture. It's just too massive, and it just literally hurts my eyes, so I'm just literally making it smaller. And I just literally also showed him how to do it, but he literally was like dismissively doesn't want to do it, and he had his iPad open, and he's just playing like like he's just playing a game of poker or something. And that just pisses me off. He just doesn't want to pay attention to that, and then he's just like, okay, my son will deal with this because it's too annoying and too big for me to deal with. I'm like, ugh. Right. When I do this, I get a smack on my head. So that's with old people. It's like, okay, you're born. You'll have to deal with everything else on your own and all that. We'll see how good you're gonna be. And I'm like, no, you're a parent. You made me. I'm in this world. I'm defenseless. I don't know too much. I need more guidance in my life. You should offer me the options of how I can choose and how I can live. And again, many people are educating their children too much and religiously, and then neglect the other side. Like, teach your children as much as you want. Offer them the knowledge. It's the same thing that we're going to do in Medieval Dynasty. When we're going to get our kid, we're going to teach them how to work and all that. We're going to feed him and all that. Give them our attention on that. But our parents lately, especially here, I can see it also on the streets and also on those videos. Children are just so badly educated or barely educated, not interested in education at all. With books, for example, I get that, but try to talk with each other, right? Exchange knowledge. It is possible. Exchanging knowledge is not so bad, and in my opinion, if I could talk entire days with any scientist to obtain knowledge, I would do that.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're gonna tell me to read books, no thank you.
Yeah, everyone learns differently.
I'm not someone to read books, even though at times I do, but it's just I'm not so much of a reader. Dyslexia is also a pain in the ass, but at the same time, people really need to try and educate themselves a little bit more differently. So must parents behave a bit differently to their kids as well. Like, for example, I went to, if I remember, I also went to the doctor, and there was this bomb, and in Dutch, many people say like morgen, which is like morning, and usually you say goeiemorgen, which means good morning. But everyone starts to say it like morgen, and it's just literally just like a bit informal, right? So the child literally just asked her mother, like, Mom, why does he say morgen? Why does he say that? What does it mean? Isn't he supposed to say goedemorgen? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe you should ask him. She said, no, I won't. And then the kid just didn't know that. Like, instead, why don't you just say morgen is just a shortcut of good morning? And many people are like that. And you can just give your opinion out if you want to. I would definitely also state morgen is actually a little bit informal, in my opinion. People should start, be more say goeiemorgen instead. But that's just not what people are doing, and that's just kind of lame. And in my opinion, people are just lazy. I don't know. They just enjoy everyone doing stuff for themselves, and this means also the lack of good engineers, etc. Plus, if you keep on teaching each other stuff, especially our elders, they can learn. They can be good with technology too, phones as well. They just need to learn. And so we as YouTubers, etc., can teach them too. And then, they can do stuff like that. Because there are some people who are also old, play games as well and do stuff. But yeah. It's just we need to learn that. We need to teach them that. And same thing with my dad. Even though he's annoying as hell, I still love him. I still have respect for him. But at the same time, he gets so much on my nerves. It pisses me off and I need to rant. Sorry for this, but at the same time, I can already understand that you had such relatable situations, just like I'm sure anyone else. And there are many people who make videos, but I'm not going to do that kind of content. It's not my kind of stuff. Even though I could literally just rant a lot, just as I said. Similar thing with the lady. And it's a similar thing when I go to the gym, for example. Many, I want to share this opinion, but many people are very disgusted about the way some people look at muscled men. Like, to be fair, like, why do you look at it? That guy has been literally working out months, perhaps even years, to gain such muscles, right? You can do that too. Just because you look a little bit, not so eye candy like, let's say that, for someone, it doesn't mean that you should look very meanly or with a bad eye towards them. If you're jealous, that's sure a nice emotion, but what do you gain? Instead, go to him, ask for advice, socialize with each other. And if you don't dare that, ask or get the job coach, etc. And another opinion of mine is something, I'm very against supplements. I really am. Supplements, in my opinion, are basically useless. Well, depending on which kinds, but most of them are useless, a waste of money. And I would highly advise instead to just, buy some food, because supplements are very expensive. And not all of them are very healthy and good. In the wrong hands and the wrong product could do very much damage on you as well. And you really need professional guidance with that too, or how should I say, you know, good care and see if they're actually, you know, perfect and suitable for you, because everyone's body is also different too. It's the same thing. That's why I advise instead eat some boiled eggs, tomatoes, or whatever. There's enough metal and whatever inside it. So people need to understand that. Same thing with chicken. Eat those. Eat just meat. Same thing with vegetarians. Like as I said, this if I was famous, I would with this video I would definitely be how should I say triggering a lot of people. As I said, vegetarians, whatever. So I could just continue on, but you know, let's just keep at it. And as I said, people just need to converse about it, and just as I mentioned that many people could get triggered about it, they should try not to, and try to see, even, you know, try to understand me where I'm coming from. And if you're not, ask me, see why, and what, and so on. As I said before, you know, an exchange of opinions is far better than just ranting at each other or be at each other's throat instead, really. But in this period, it is indefinitely, as you said, it's just in this period they're just right at each other's throat, which is literally just kill you for saying something like that. So it's not useful. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, people really don't know how to debate anymore. That's the skill that is being lost.
Yep. And that is what also is again with politics again as well. They just barely know what to debate, and every man also comes in with, for example, when someone supports throwing away, for example, many migrants, many people get triggered. Why? What are they doing and all that? It's so dumb and all that. Well, there's a reason why. They think it's a good way to fix the economy. But is it really? Because there's so much good laborers who have also contributed to the Dutch society and built it up at the times when they were dire, at the times that they literally asked Spanish, Portuguese and Turkish people to come to the Netherlands and work at the factory because its own people were either busy or too few to fill up this factory, or even to, you know, work at this factory because no one wanted to. And currently it's the same thing. Many places have a lack of employees. Why? Because the amount of money they're getting is nothing and not worth to work, especially on the weekends, especially in supermarkets or restaurants. People just do not want to work anymore in the weekends, because lately there's been a lot of shifts as well. And that's what I mean. Like, again, I can bring up so much more things, debate about it, create videos about it, but I'm not gonna bother. Like, I could do it, could gain so much views, but, you know, I don't want to be bothered with coming up and having to educate each person who's then gonna also get on my throat too, and that's just gonna be pain in the ass. So I'd rather leave it to someone who's iron-fisted and able to take up so much criticism, because I cannot deal with too much criticism, because if that's gonna come up, it's gonna piss me off, and it's my human nature, because then I'm just gonna literally just name call that person, just as I did with my dad. Like, he was literally just being stupid, and I just literally said that. I have no respect and all that. Certainly not, because he was being ignorant and stubborn. But when I'm gonna do that on YouTube, I'll probably be getting red flagged and all that. Could also lose my account, because, you know, people are gonna get very hurt then when you call them stupid, especially when you have literally just shown so much facts, etc., and good sides and goodwill of that person, that they're still just gonna whine about it. Well, they're just trying, you know, they're just in the wrong and just either do not want to understand anything or something. Like, I don't know. It's just how the things are at the moment, just as you also mentioned. It's just the people. You're teaching something, you get shit things, or they're just, I don't know, come up with their own theory. Like, I'm sure you've had that experience as well, because, you know, you're teaching anyway.
Oh, so, yeah. There's all kinds of different people.
Yeah, and that's alright. There should be. But try to understand each other. Literally.
The funniest ones are the ones that think that they know everything very well, but they don't. That's the funniest
Mm-hmm.
part. Then
Yeah,
they
but
come
that's
with their ideas.
yeah, but that's just a matter of their own selfishness, their own ego. Their ego is so high that I'm like, one day you're gonna get like, I'm tempted then to punch someone's ego so hard down on the ground, but then I'm gonna be like seen as a bad guy as well. Or then people are just gonna record and upload it on YouTube and then just shame each other and just fight, and other people are just gonna come by and enjoy watching their drama over there. I myself will enjoy doing that too, but at the same time, it's just horrible because you shouldn't do such things because it's just sad, right? But at the same time, instead, people should just try to help each other and just focus on nourishing a better community, etc. But it's just so difficult, especially because of so much people with high ego, etc. And that's why I'm like always hoping, and I know because usually karma hits them back, that the tables will eventually turn around, and they're gonna get punched down on the ground, and it usually happens, and then they're just like, oh, okay, we got punched on and slapped across our face, and then they just understand stuff finally more better, and they're finally humbled because these are just all emotions, feelings, and characteristics and traits of a persona, which can be there, and not all of them are good, of course, but at the same time people should just try to fix themselves, because you can change, and not everyone wants to change, sadly, but eventually they will, and they have to, in my opinion. And again, no one is perfect, but you can work towards perfection, even if perfection is too high and you cannot reach that point. At least try to be, or reach to a certain height, because you will see it's a lot better, not only for yourself, but also for those around you. And again, even though I'm not telling you to take a big ass, how should I say, turn around with your own persona, because it is always good to have some differences as well, and that's just what should be there, because either way we would all be eating from the same yogurt, and that's just boring. And that is how humanity is. Like, we enjoy differences, we enjoy evolution and so etc. We enjoy different stuff, and we keep on doing that still too. Same thing with technology. But as I said, just as technology continues, just as we continue to evolve, mistakes happen, or how should I say, viruses come up, and we have to, how should I say, fight those. Well, fight those, understand them too, and then we can, either heal them, use them, whatever. Right? So these are all good things and stuff that we can talk about, just as we also spoke about previously, which, the
By the way, before we continue talking, should we skip to the summer? Then would be more to do. Right now I'm just doing a little things around the town and nothing much.
Sure, I'm coming around. I've already built up all the mines everywhere too. I've got an achievement. Don't know if you saw that too. Maybe you've got it.
I already have all the achievements except one which is secret, one which I checked out what it is. It will take quite a long to get that one, because it's in a single player, not in a multiplayer.
Ah, okay. Well, either way, then we can just skip to the next season. Let's go. But yeah, as I said, we've already spoken about previously too about this. Hold on, let me just see. Next season or day?
Next season, but I'm wondering why my guys. No, it's working.
Because if there's no more, I think you've done all the quests right, and got
Yeah.
anything, every
All
villager that were...
There are the seasonal quests, which for which new versions appear every season. Those have been done, and then there are the big quests, which are eternal, but those can be done anytime.
Alright, next season then, let's go. I now have Nan.
Yeah, I'm getting cutscene.
I definitely
Yeah.
belong here.
Oh, so I guess both our children were born. Have to choose name. It's a
Can I not
daughter.
name him? Damn it.
Yeah, unfortunately, cannot choose manually. I'll take Frida. It's very northern.
You know whose name I'm gonna choose? Let me quickly see. Can I find it? Let me see. No, if it was possible, I don't think Sato is here. Ah, damn it! The closest ones is Henrik. I want to do it. Oh look, everyone! Henry is here. I could also do a Herbert. Yes. Sweet Jesus. Yes. Now I'm gonna do a Henrik there. Aww.
I'm so glad I settled down
Henrik
here.
has come to see you.
Henrik. Yeah, he's here. And we've also got a critter. Look at that.
There's one emote which isn't in the game, which should be like Jesus, Jesus be praised.
Will be good, yeah. Right, well, time to quest then. Oh, by the way, our crops has grown a bit. I don't think we can gather this. Can we? Hey, flax.
And cabbages.
Cool. Well, for now, let's get our new villages. We should both quest. Let's go.
And 2 new chickens were born.
Nice. Right, let's go. Okay, we both have to start questing then. We should quickly try to do it. How about this? I go to north or no? No,
Sure,
let's just...
sir.
No. Let's... we could split up, but I think Clonica should be the last town. Let's just quickly go to the towns down below. We'll split up from there. First we reach the big town. And then from there we split up.
I'm checking which villagers know where they were working before, because we have 2 less now because they are mothers. And one problem already popped up, that the barn doesn't have any worker, but that was temporary anyways. Can make fertilizer also manually later.
Sure.
But yeah, we do need more villagers now, definitely.
Yeah. So that's why
I'm just checking if it wasn't someone important who we also lost. Probably a miner.
Yeah, we definitely need some more miners now.
Because I had put someone in mines, but no, they're empty.
Yeah.
Or maybe I hadn't. I don't know. Anyways, all the mines are empty right now. Actually, I could put someone from the excavation shed in the mines.
Sure. Well, either way, we're gonna now then just quickly start rushing to get a lot more villagers. Fill up every house. So we have more, growing settlement. And one that will now finally start more productions, etc. So I'm gonna right away jump to do some quests.
About that technology, yeah, I know one guy who always buys all the latest stuff, and he's quite a bit older than me. Yeah, more like my father's friend, but yeah, and then the funny thing that I can say is when the Blu-rays came out, he immediately bought a Blu-ray player.
Oh, it's you
And that's
again.
really long ago. That was early 2000s. I had never even heard what Blu-ray is. I was thinking that even DVDs were quite new here at the time. Some people were still using CDs, some were using DVDs, and he's like, "Yeah, this is my new Blu-ray player."
Yeah.
And what ended up happening for a long time, obviously, there were very little movies or anything that he can play on it, and there was a lot of problems because it's a new technology. It also cost ridiculously much, like several hundreds, probably even close to 1,000 something. And in the end, once he could start using Blu-rays when they got popular, then his machine was outdated because it had some old codecs that weren't supported anymore.
Yeah, true.
Basically, yeah, he tested out the technology.
Yeah. So it definitely did help to, he contributed to society, but at the end of the day, just, I don't know.
Like, for example, the self-driving cars right now also, like Tesla with autopilot, there's a lot of crashes happening. But those people who are trying out the technology early, they are pretty much beta testers. And then later everyone will get the good stuff when it's been tested, when some 10, 15 years have passed. Then you can drive safely.
Hey, old friend. Take care.
I mean, at least it helps. Oh wait, we have now unlocked the goose house too. Nice. I'll build that too so we can get more people and more experience going quickly. Later.
He's also told me pretty much honestly that he buys all the new technology because he's afraid of getting old, getting out of touch, which is kind of understandable and a bit admirable. That because a lot of people, once they reach certain age, they just stop learning anything. That's even more sad. So, but it's also a bit overcompensating with that he needs all the latest phones, all the latest laptops, everything.
Yeah, I mean, there is like, this is the point with every content creator too. They want to be updated with everything and have the knowledge of everything too, so that they can, jump on it, get the biggest hype, have everyone's attention. But this is just a race, which is really, in my opinion, just worthless and just, pointless too, because what are you gonna do? You're gonna surely, again, get more money as well, but even then, you're still gonna be wanting more and more and more, and it's pointless. You will never have enough and sage your, how should I say, thirst, I guess. And it's just pointless. Sure, it's also, again, nice to update it by everything that you can, but at the end of the day, it's just still gonna be, you're still gonna be yourself. You might have tried many things as well, but you're still not gonna gain too much. And again, it might be also very dangerous, because what if stuff damages you or something, right? So everything has to be handled carefully as well. And in my opinion, as I said as well, there are some YouTubers who do also have like a community that they have nourished, who will literally just try to offer you as much knowledge about new things as possible, which they just get, how do I say, goodness from it. But at the same time, I don't know, it's kind of annoying, because I find it not fair. Like, you're just sitting there as a content creator and you're just getting linked, you're just getting helped up just to gain knowledge, and then you're just giving some dumb opinion, and that dumb opinion is not really that useful. And I don't know, they're giving advice which is also not that much great, because as you said, the Tesla new cars or any other new electronic cards, even from different kind of brands, they crash. They're not also the greatest, they're also not updated. It's the same thing with GPS system as well, or your TomTom or something. It's not always updated. The ways are always being renewed, and they still need updates and many other things that could be mentioned too, but it's not going to do you too much good either, so it's kind of still pointless. if you feel bored or something and want to do something, sure, then I get it that he wants to learn everything, get everything. But then again, you're gonna need lots of money, etc. And it's... I hope he just has then enough, and if he does, then sure, go ahead. But if you don't, be careful with how you spend your money.
Yeah, that's the thing, that he's not rich or anything. He's also not very poor, but he could use that money on way better things that I see
Yeah.
all around, but he could use it on. And yeah, one good investment I think he did, but that's obviously if you buy so much stuff, you'll hit something good. When the dual core processors came out around 2007, 2009, something like that, and he got he basically got Intel i7 as soon as such thing appeared. So, and that was good for really many years, because he still has that PC, and it's basically you cannot run any new games or anything like that obviously anymore, but it's still a powerful PC because
True.
it was a beast back in 2009.
Yeah. I mean, one day he could be definitely sell it away and all that. So yeah, we shall see.
It was really that was a good choice. It was completely new architecture for processors, which stuck out for a long time. But obviously, that's one lucky case. Most technology that he has, he's saying that after 2 years it's worthless.
True. So it's not always that great to, again, buy everything. It's kind of
Then again,
pointless.
often complains like, "Oh wow, I bought it for 3,000. Now it costs like 500." After 2 years, I'm like, "Yeah, obviously."
Yeah,
And then he does the same thing again.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
eventually
recently he
stuff will get very
finally-
expensive, so yeah.
Yeah, recently he's finally getting a bit wise about that, finally, and not always getting the latest iPhone and just sticking to what's good.
Can I interest you in some of
Yep.
my wares?
No, but lately, actually, he also told me, like, I don't know, he got a newer iPhone version, and then he complained like, "Oh wow, this is such crap. The previous one I had had everything. It
See
was
you
so much
around.
better." And I
Yeah.
wanted to say like, "Oh, well then why did you
How is life?
change
My
it
wares never
if it was
disappoint.
working fine?"
Yeah, I mean, you should have, because in my opinion, they should teach him a lesson,
Goodbye.
because people are not supposed to be spending too much money on stuff when you are, barely able to sustain yourself very good, because it's just useless. In my opinion, but yeah.
And in fact, the thing is that it's obviously that's an individual case, but overall, how we do economics and this style of just buying new things, it's really harmful for a planet.
True.
I saw the calculations that we can basically maybe keep it up for 20 more years at maximum, and then the Earth would be overloaded. We wouldn't have resources anymore for such lifestyle. Definitely.
Exactly.
Because we could easily be using 10 times less resources than we are now, and that's really wasteful.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's already, many people are still like fighting every government as well. They're trying to get many resources everywhere they can, every nation, be it America, be it China or something, to get their hands on the raw materials down, for example, in Africa, for example, or they try to get their hands on stuff, for example, in Asia. There's a lot of raw materials there that they need to create the stuff that we need, definitely. So, it's just still horrible. Also, what did I need for this?
Why living in Piastovia is supposed
For
to
example,
make you better
nowadays
than
technology, if we
else.
really put our
Why do
minds
they
to
need
it
to
and we
question
created
everything?
versions of things that
It
last a
just
long time,
does.
they are supposed to last long time and not pollute environment, then it's easily possible. Could make
My wares
it's hard to
never
even imagine what we
disappoint.
could make phones that last 70 years, and you just update them by maybe plugging in new modules into them if better technology comes out. But in reality, the economy demands that there's a circulation of money, so we need to create crap things that are then replaced and thrown out, and new ones get bought, and that's the harmful thing.
Exactly. Yeah, people just need to know that, and try to understand it. Oh man.
Okay, by the way, I cannot see the text on those quests that you picked up. It's showing me blank spaces, but I did that quest in my other playthrough, and the one with muggers, it's basically... Oh yeah, there's different things you have to do, but you need some beverages for that. And
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
trying
we
to
should
get
have
it.
some in the storage. I
Yeah.
always put some down. which I
Yeah, but
think-
I need like mug hunt. I need to get clay mug lost by a Poznomir, like the lost ones, and I have to search for them.
Yeah, some you have to search, but for some you have to bring a certain drink. For example, I think there was oat ale or something like that.
Yeah.
That's why
Oh.
I've been putting those drinks that I find in the wild just in our box, because just in case some quest demands it. And in my other playthrough, I was really happy that I did that. Oh, actually, we do have oat ale in storage if you need it, because I think one of the quests will require that.
I've already finished that one. I've already given the honeycomb away. The next I just need to talk with the Maslawa. Now I'm just doing the mug hunt, and then I have to also talk with Rachigniev or something, so we shall see. For now, I do not know too much right now. 'Cause I'm still
Obviously,
trying to-
we'll also soon be so rich that it won't matter. You can just buy them as well.
Yeah, exactly. Just in time, but I need to still search for the mugs, because I cannot see them yet.
I'll then go pick up the quests that, or maybe you can go on a board. You see there's a icon on the board and pick up the small ones which are seasonal. Maybe check which ones can reasonably be done.
Yeah. I'm just
'Cause
gonna
then I
do
can-
everything, really, I don't mind. Oh, well, there's a clay mug here, but it just literally says steel. What the fuck?
You can press Alt to see where those mags are exactly. I did that.
Alt? Ah,
Yeah.
there, okay, oh, alright, I see him now.
Otherwise, I was getting frustrated with one other quest in another town where I had to find shearing scissors, and that was small area, but I couldn't find them anywhere. I was literally checking every inch. And then I realized that, oh, maybe if I press Alt, then, and yeah, I found them.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. Also, by the way, guys, we're gonna quickly call the video a day over here, so hope you guys enjoyed this. Also, a little bit ranting and all talking. If you did, give it a like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new and you support it. Do you want to recommend something we're gonna come together? That is possible as well. Just write it down in the comments box below or join my Discord server so we can have a chat about it. Till then, I shall see you guys laters.